This week we'll be taking a look at also the Ninjas. Before we jump into the arrangement, let's take a listen to a bit of the original.
No need to plan, we'll just jump in the van, enjoy the summer Sunday. Found a nice secluded spot where we can be alone. No one intrudes or tries to spoil the mood except for the ninjas. Ninjas battling, saber rattling all through Lovers Park from morning until dark.
And now let's take a listen to the arrangement.
Let's pack up the picnic basket and be on our way. No need to plan, we'll just jump in the van, enjoy the summer Sunday. Found a nice secluded spot where we can be alone. No one is rude or tries to spoil the mood except for the ninjas. Ninjas battling, saber rattling all through Lovers Park from morning until dark. They're practicing their art. Ninjas move like the wind, they're so disciplined, and they never fail. No one's seen their face and lived to tell the tale. Got a question I would like to ask if you don't mind. First I'll remark how beautiful you are in the summer sunshine. Down on one knee, will you marry me sometime next June? I should admit, kinda by accident, invited the ninjas. At the wedding I ended up regretting ever letting them inside. They almost killed the bride and ruined the electric slide. A wounded waiter, a headless caterer, a disemboweled DJ. We should have had the wedding sometime back in May. Let's meet up down by the courthouse and we'll get divorced. I wouldn't fight or feel I had the right to demand recourse. We can go our separate ways and each keep half our friends. You keep the things, I'll keep the broken dreams, and also the ninjas.
So one of the things I like to do when I'm playing acoustic just on my own is adapt my style to compensate for the lack of backing band. So you can kind of hear in the original that I've got a bit of a bass line going on the way I'm playing my acoustic, and I'm also playing it kind of percussively to compensate for the lack of drums. But I knew with the arrangement that I wanted an actual drum part and an actual bass part. And so that kind of made the guitar part a little trickier because I wasn't really sure what to do with it. In the end, I just decided to keep it pretty simple. There's quite a lot of instrumentation here. Obviously, the drums, bass, and guitar, as I mentioned, and the lead vocals. But in addition to that, there's a string quartet, a muted trumpet, and an alto sax, and piano. I wanted to give every instrument a chance to be noticed, but I didn't want anything to get too complicated. I was afraid that the song would really kind of suffer from, a big, thick, rich arrangement with a lot of things going on. So it was challenging for me to have a lot of instruments, but have not a lot going on here. And another thing that was kind of challenging putting this together, when you compare it to, the first two arrangements, I mean, it's mostly guitar, bass, and drums, and I play guitar, I can play bass. I know enough about playing drums that I can usually put something together, particularly, in the rock slash pop vein. But with this being a little jazzier and a bit of a callback to music of a bygone era, I wasn't really familiar with how to play drums this way. I wasn't really familiar with how to play piano this way. I don't know anything about playing strings or horns. And so putting these pieces together was more challenging than I was expecting. And in the end, I'm not 100% satisfied with the result. I think this is the kind of song that really would have benefited from having musicians I could collaborate with who knew how to play those instruments and knew how to play this style. But I did the best with what I got, and this is what we ended up with. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.